Fantasizing about her female boss, Lesbian Erotica. Written by Hayden. Narrated by TK Love. "You're kidding me, right?" Wanda said quietly, cutting into what Amanda was telling her. "No," her work colleague hissed. "I'm not kidding, so just shut up and listen. Human Resources has finally sorted out the secretarial appointments, and I have it on good authority that you've been assigned to Mrs. Grant." "No way," Wanda mouthed. She had joined the company only the week before after an internal shakeup had created a few job opportunities. Her application was for the role of a personal assistant and the secretary to one of the bosses of the company. She had initially been put into the typing pool to start her off, though, as Human Resources worked out the secretarial placements. "So how come all this happened anyway?" continued Wanda. "Why is there all this fuss about secretaries?" "Pregnancies," laughed Amanda. "Would you believe that 3 of the personal assistants got knocked up at the same time and ended up leaving within a couple weeks of each other?" "They'll be coming back, though, surely," went on Wanda. "One plans to, as far as I know, but the other 2? Probably not," answered Amanda. "With them gone, the management decided to hire in some new secretaries and shuffle the others around. They don't like one woman being assigned to a boss permanently." She moved closer. "In case they become a little too friendly, if you know what I mean," she said quietly. Wanda laughed. "Has it happened before? A boss and secretary getting a little too friendly, I mean?" "Supposedly, a few years back," replied Amanda. "It was before I started working here, but the stories were still circulating. One of the bosses left his wife for his secretary, and it caused a real stink with the management." "Oh," breathed out Wanda. "No chance of any hanky-panky for you, though," teased Amanda, "seeing as you're being assigned to a woman." "Oh, I don't know," shot back Wanda and giggled. "I've seen Mrs. Grant around. She's pretty cute, so I wouldn't say no." "Yeah, right, in your dreams," laughed Amanda, finally turning back to her computer and began work again. In truth, Wanda had only been half joking when she said Mrs. Grant was cute. In her first week of work, she had seen the older woman a couple of times around the office and had been attracted by her beautiful face and slender body. Mrs. Grant wore well-tailored suits and blouses that showed off her figure beautifully, and the skirts were usually above the knee, so plenty of leg was on show. Wanda had grown up knowing she was bisexual and could find herself attracted to men and women. The thought of working for Mrs. Grant made her nervous, but also brought out a spark of interest. She set back to work, wondering if Amanda was right, but as far as she knew, it was to be following the upcoming weekend when the secretarial positions would finally be announced. She put the subject to the back of her mind and concentrated on what she was doing.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?